SangSang Univ Indonesia, SangSang Univ Indonesia. Inilah tempatnya meraih tujuan kreatif dengan berbagai cara, temukan pengalaman yang tidak terbatas, tempat untuk belajar dan juga berkarya bersama untuk menggapai cita-cita. Jangan ragu melangkah, bersama kami ada KT&G, SangSang Univ Indonesia ada untukmu. Hey, hey, hey. KT&G, SangSang Univ Indonesia ada untukmu. Hey.
Hi SangSang mates, welcome to KT&G SangSang Univ Indonesia. Sekarang batch 11 week 1. Perkenalkan, nama saya Noah Servin. Saya seorang English teacher and I teach di kelas Daily Conversation. Hari ini kita akan belajar tentang daily conversation, how to practice when you're alone, how to practice sendiri. But before we start the class, tolong jangan lupa absen di Google Form yang sudah diberikan lewat admin Telegram group. Jangan lupa juga follow sosial medianya KT&G SangSang Univ Indonesia di Instagram, Facebook, sama YouTube. And of course, setiap minggu kita ada challenge, and whoever wins bisa dapat official merchandise untuk satu orang pemenang. So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, let's start. So, yeah, before I forget as well, jangan lupa pin akunnya SangSang Univ lewat Zoom ya. Okay. Can we start the... thank you. Okay. So for batch 11, kita fokusnya beneran ke conversation. So how do you speak better kalau maybe you don't have anybody to practice with, atau mungkin kalian agak bingung kadang-kadang kalau in English in a conversation, how do you say this, how do you say that? So yeah, that's the focus. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, so minggu pertama, that's this week, talking to yourself. How do you practice conversation kalau you have nobody to have a conversation with? How do you do that? Week 2 is more, how do you practice? Misalnya kalau ada partner, how do you talk with somebody? What prompts can you use? Week 3, it's more about talking about the past, present, and future. Looking at the grammar. Soalnya kadang this is where a lot of people make mistakes when they're talking about the past. or the future, for example. And minggu keempat, grammar tips for conversations. Pretty simple. If you guys have any questions, tolong just email me. I usually reply. Tapi kalau lewat teks lebih susah. Okay? And if you guys are confused, misalnya aku orangnya nggak jelas, you guys can just say, "Oh, Kak, tolong jelasin lagi Kak, because you don't make sense." Okay? Nerak mudeng takon wae. That's how you should do it. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is four main things. We're gonna look at how to practice talking to yourself. So first thing we're gonna do is imagining yourself in weird scenarios. How do you respond to weird questions? Two is getting vocab to stick. I'll show you guys everything later. The main thing I want to ask you guys now is, kalian udah pernah denger Anki belum? No, I see some no's. Okay, belum. Okay. Yeah, Anki flashcards. Okay. So Anki is like an application, which is basically a flashcard application. Dereng. Okay, that's okay. It's a flashcard application that you can get on your phone or laptop, whatever. And it's just something that you can use to practice perhaps vocab that you guys are not familiar with. And yeah, it's just a good way to practice vocab every day. So if you guys have not heard of it, I suggest you to put it in your notebook and remember that it's a really useful tool to practice vocabulary. I use it to practice my English vocabulary, Spanish, whatever new language I'm trying to learn. It's my number one tool. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Sampai sini ada pertanyaan nggak? Everything clear? Yeah. Yeah. There's so many versions of Anki. Anki usually is for learning kedokteran, I'm pretty sure. That's what the application was made for. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please, prompter. Okay. So the focus usually when I try to do speaking practice is to get speaking as much as possible. That's the main way to get experience, right? Learning by doing. So yeah, for this exercise, all you have to do is imagine yourself in weird scenarios. Yeah, you can do it in your head or out loud. All you have to do is imagine yourself in a strange scenario and see what you would say. Does that make sense? So, for example, I'll give you guys an example. So we have the first prompt here. You are late for an interview, but you forgot to bring money for the bus. What do we say to the bus driver? So for this exercise, you just have to imagine yourself in that scenario in your head and see what you would say to the bus driver. So if I were to come across this prompt, I might go, I'm very sorry, Mr. Bus Driver. I did not intend for this to happen, and I'm really late for this interview. I know that this might be against what you're allowed to let me do, but would I please be able to board this bus so that I can head to my interview? And if I get the job, then I'll give you $50. That's just a simple example. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. 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 So would anybody like to go for the second one? Or am I gonna have to do this again? Pasti at the beginning pada malu. Pasti at the beginning I have oh, thank God. Okay. Gina, do you want to have a go?
Yes.
Prompter, if we can split the screen.
Sorry, I can open my camera because I was
That's okay.
eating.
That's okay.
I was
Santai
eating.
aja.
Okay. Can I see the second scenario?
So the second one, your mother-in-law baked you a cake, a chocolate cake, but you don't like it. What do you say to her?
Okay. Thank you, mother. I really appreciate it. But for your later reference, I'm actually not used to eat chocolate cake. I more prefer it cheesecake. I'm sorry if I hurt your feeling, but I don't actually like a chocolate cake.
Oh, you're brave, yeah. You're brave. I would just say, thank you. I really liked your cake, and the next time she makes it, I eat it, but I pretend to like it. Thank you. That's good. That's good.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah. I think that's pretty brave. I wouldn't speak to I don't have a mother-in-law, but if I did, I don't think I'd want to speak to her like that. But that's good because if you're not honest to them, then every time they come next time, they will bring chocolate cake and you'll be forced to eat it. Okay. So you travel to the future, and you've seen that frogs are actually aliens. How would you reveal this to somebody? This one is a bit more. It's a weird scenario. It's a more awkward prompt, if that makes sense. Do you guys have any suggestions as to how I would reveal this to my family? Do we have Ridwan? Do you want to have a go at this one?
Yes. If I go to the future for the third one, yeah, to be a time traveler.
Yeah.
I see the frog, the alien, to make my family sure. Maybe I will record myself with the video recorder to persuasive my family.
Yeah. What do you say if they say it's Photoshop or it's edited?
I will say this is not edited by Photoshop or anything because the video that's pure with my skill, and I can't, and I will say that I can't edit video to insert the effect or manipulation the background.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually pretty smart. Okay. Thank you for that. I bet your family will think you're a bit crazy if you do that, though. All right.
Pardon me.
Oh, I just said your family will think you're a bit crazy if you do that. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are saying they would bring frogs back. I didn't think about that either. I made this when I was a little bit tired. Um, okay. Yeah. So how would I reveal this to my family? I'm not sure. This is actually a really hard question. So I'm not going to answer it. Okay. I'm sure a lot of you have had to do this before, asking your parents for pulsa. How would you do it in English? I'm trying to think of how my brother would do it. He would probably call them. He would probably call my mom for the first time in a long time and say, "Hi, mom. I've really missed you recently. Um, I hope you're doing all right. Can I please have some pulsa? Pulsa would be like phone credit. Yeah. Um, yeah. I would just say credit. Yeah. Okay. Joy, do you want to have a go at this one?
Sorry, no, I'm still outside, so I can open my camera. Is it okay?
That's okay.
Okay. So, because I'm what is it, semantic a person that I will to ask my mom directly if I need the pulsa, but I try to in a pragmatic way. So I will just say, Mom, how is it? They say, I have a bad connection here, but I need I need mobile. I need this data cellular for my what is it? Keperluan.
For my needs.
Yeah. Pardon. I'm sorry. I really sorry.
That's okay.
I don't know what to say. Because sebenarnya banyak mau ngomong bahasa Inggris, tapi gimana ya muter-muter di otak gitu loh.
Yeah, that's okay. What are you thinking in your head? Whatever words are in your head, just say it aja. Kalau maybe kalau keluarnya nggak jelas ya that's okay.
I just want to say this. I need the data. I mean, ya, aku perlu pulsa ya, just because it mungkin ya in pragmatic. Oh, kenapa ini lelet sekali gitu. Terus mungkin I need tethering from your phone, but I know my mom is had when someone tethering in through her phone. So maybe she will bring me money to pay what is it, pulsa, maybe some like that. Okay.
Oh my god, okay. Okay, that's
Oh my
good.
God.
That's good.
That's bad scenario. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we got some sly people over here. Sly means like sneaky. I think it's like licik. Is that right? I don't know. Okay. So you guys get the picture, right? So for example, if you guys have a Facebook group or a WhatsApp group where you guys try to communicate to each other, you can also try to give each other weird scenarios. So it's good practice. Sampai sini ada pertanyaan nggak? Is everything clear? The point of this is to get yourself in situations where you normally wouldn't in conversation. Does that make sense? Like, hopefully your mother-in-law doesn't make you cake that you don't like. And hopefully you're not late for an interview in real life. But in a hypothetical world, it's a good way to see what you can and what you cannot say. Okay? Okay. Cool. Thank you guys for that. Biasanya kalau mungkin slide pertama masih agak malu-malu, nobody wants to say anything, so that was good. All right, can we go to the next slide, please? Shy cat. Okay. 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 Yeah, of course. I will try to be slower, and if you have any questions, just ask lewat chat. Kalau ada pertanyaan, please don't be shy. Okay, getting vocab to stick. This is what you do. Misalnya ada vocab that you've never heard of before. Gimana caranya biar you can keep using it. So ada the basics lah. You can write it down and try to use it. Simple. It's just when you do this, for example, for me, the best way to do it for me is to write it down, and then you put it in a flashcard app, terserah mau yang mana, and then you try to write sentences with it. And mungkin setiap hari latihan, you practice these new words for like 2 minutes. That's it. I'll give you guys an example. Let's get to the next slide, please, prompter. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to share my screen for this one. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Zoom, share screen. Okay. Kelihatan nggak? Kelihatan ya? Guys, kelihatan nggak? Can you guys see this? Yes, okay, nice. Okay, let's watch this. Okay. Where am I? Okay. So, okay, nice. So first, wait, Rahmudeng. Okay. Tell me what part of this, maybe mungkin vocabnya, or maybe one whole group of sentences that maybe kalian had problem understanding. Ada nggak? Are there any words in that video that you didn't understand? You have a problem with their accent. Okay. Padahal in England, this is the best accent because there's so many ugly British accents. Yeah. Ugh. When you hear it, it's like nggak jelas banget. It's like they're speaking another language. They speak like kumur kumur. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So are there any specific words that you guys didn't understand, or just the whole thing as a whole? Oh, subtitle. I didn't think about that. I'll try to do that for the next video because we have another one. Okay. Prompter, can we go to the next slide? This is not a film. This is any film nggak sih? I actually don't know. I think it's from Sherlock Holmes, the TV show. Okay, yeah, BBC. Okay, so these are words that came from this 1.5 minute video. How many of the words are new to you? %90? Okay. There's never mind. Okay. Okay. We'll go through all of them. I use an American accent because dari kecil udah kayak gitu ya. I didn't choose it. Singled out, to treat or speak about someone differently than one would with others. This was in the video. They said it to the landlady. Singled out is to be excluded from a group. Does that make sense? So the coach singled out the players who played poorly. So the players who didn't play good were singled out of the group. They were put to the side. Does that make sense? Just so I know that you guys can sort of understand, and because it's a good practice for you guys, if you can try to make sentences with singled out, just in the chat, just so I can see. Okay. I don't prefer any accent. An accent is not something that you choose. It's like, you know, you're a product of your environment. Like my Indonesian, kalau aku ngomong pakai bahasa Indonesia agak medok ya. I didn't choose that. It's just automatic. Okay. Hardly. Hardly a minimal amount. So hardly anybody cares about me. That's a bit sad. I don't think that's true. So hardly anybody pays attention in this class. Does that make sense? Hardly anybody is related to me. So that means you don't have that many people in your family. Okay. Yeah. Please don't be shy and just try to make sentences in the chat. I hardly, yeah, you could say I hardly did the test. That means you didn't really do the test. Hardly just means a little bit. So I can say I hardly care if you come with me or not. Notorious is somebody who's well known for doing something bad. Who's notorious? And of course, this is also relative. So for example, I can say, apa ya? So I can say Noe is notorious for having poor connection in his classes, for example. Yeah, she's notorious for bad cleaning in a room. Exactly, perfect. Yeah. So the examples you guys gave me for notorious and hardly, really good. Function, somebody's job. Yeah, we hardly know each other. That's good. Function, so his main function is to teach English. That's like my job is to teach English, if that makes sense. Okay. Any questions? Yes, function can be used as a sarcastic comment. Hardly is something like a little few. I'm not quite sure with the question here. It's like barely. Yeah, notorious is famous for, but famous for doing something bad. Yeah, I can barely function without my morning coffee. Guys, it's 7 a.m. here. That's why I have this, because I can barely function without my morning coffee. Okay, that's good. I hope everybody understands. Everybody's happy. Thank you. Okay, let's go to the next slide. I'll have to share my screen again. You can go away, Sherlock Holmes. Wait, sorry. I just need to make one quick change. Sorry, guys. I think I'm very bad with technology. Okay, kelihatan nggak?
Intelligent hamster you've got.
Yeah? Okay, you guys see The Simpsons, so I'm assuming kelihatan.
Okay.
Mantap.
This little guy writes mysteries under the name of J.D. McGregor.
How can a hamster write mysteries?
Well, he gets the ending first, then he works backward.
Oh, come on.
Look, kid, just take him before his mother eats him, all right?
I prefer
Okay. Same as before. Any words or anything that we saw yang mungkin agak nggak jelas. Oh, remarkable. Okay. Can we go to the next slide, please, Prompter? Thank you. Okay. So, okay. We have the words here. So we have remarkable and decipher. Yeah. Somebody also asked for valuable. Who asked for value? Nina, you also asked for valuable. Valuable is something that's worth value. So, for example, apa ya? A phone is worth value, which means that to somebody, it's important. You can trade it for other commodities or cash. It's worth something. Okay, so determine to cause something to occur in a particular way. Yeah, I'm determined to finish up on my homework tonight. Great example. What you do now can determine who you will be. So there's two ways to use determine. One of the ways is like to find out, and the other way is like to make something happen. Does that make sense? Propose, I use the word propose a lot. To put forward a plan or an idea. So I propose we get Chinese food for dinner tonight. I propose that we all keep doing our classes as usual. Does that make sense? So you can say, I am determined to give food. Yeah. Remarkable, worthy of attention. Something you find remarkable is something that you find is something that you think other people should know. Yeah, the progress my students make is remarkable. That means the progress my students make is really good. It's noteworthy. Decipher. So the word cipher is like a secret message. So to decipher is to convert a secret message into an understandable message. Okay, I feel like that might have been a lot. So do you guys have any questions? Yeah, I propose to go to the library on the weekend. So if determined is in a passive voice, does it have the same meaning? Like she's determined to be a doctor? Yeah. So you can say she's determined to be a doctor, but you can also say I'm determined to be a doctor. The word determined usually starts with I am, she is, they are. Does that make sense? Okay, kalau propose buat lamar pacar is like it's different. That's like its own thing. So for example, propose has multiple meanings. That's one of them. To ask somebody to marry you. Yeah. She proposed to keep her bakery open this summer. I'm determined to decipher my diary, but I don't want it to become remarkable. Yeah, those Cyrillic posts are confusing. I still couldn't translate it to Russian. I need to decipher it perhaps. That's really good. Her prom dress is remarkable. I'm trying to decipher the handwriting. These are all really good examples, by the way. Nice. Okay. Ada yang agak bingung nggak? Ada yang bingung nggak? If you guys are confused. Um, aman? All good. Nice. Yeah. Okay. So it would be he has been deciphering the message for hours. Okay, I don't understand the BTS one. Yang nggak aman apa? So somebody said 50% aman, sisanya nggak aman. What's yang nggak aman? Okay, decipher. Misalnya you have a friend atau guru yang agak nggak jelas. Misalnya your teacher aneh ya, you don't understand when he talks. Agak kesusahan. So you can say, I'm trying to decipher what Noe said in his class. Does that make sense? So when I speak, mungkin keluarnya agak aneh, mungkin nggak jelas. Mungkin you guys don't understand because I speak in a weird way. You can say that to understand me, you need to decipher what I say. Kalau decipher usually is specific to coded messages, but it can be used as an expression. Okay. Maybe you guys have heard of Enigma. It was a machine used in World War II to send secret messages. Oh no, it was used to decipher. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to get into this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Your handwriting is so bad, I need to decipher it for hours. Great. Okay. Please, kalau kalian masih bingung, just let me know. I'll try my best to explain. Okay. All right. Determine is like to determine is to make something happen. Okay. Can we go to the next slide, please, Prompter? Okay. This one's another practice one. Having a discussion with yourself. This is basically gimana ya? This is basically where you just give yourself prompts to talk. So you can try to summarize what the last video was about, for example. You can describe the best part about last weekend, for example. Or you can try to explain how random things work, like cars, toasters, the internet. This is a really good way to realize what you can and cannot say. Toaster, yeah, if anybody can explain how a toaster works. So determine is not to decide, but it's like to do your best to give 100% effort into something that you're doing. Does anybody want to try to explain to me how cars, toasters, or the internet works? Or you can explain to me what you did last weekend? Okay. Prompter, can we split the screen? Hello. Oh,
Hello.
hello. Ada juga yang nonton dari Bikini Bottom.
Yes. I wanna tell you about my last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So last weekend I watched Eternals with my friends at the cinema, and the film was so good. And uh, some part of it is funny. Yeah, you guys should watch Eternals.
What's the movie about?
It's a Marvel movie.
Okay. Oh yeah. The newest one. No spoilers, please.
Yeah, I want to spoil it, but it's good. It's good. You guys have
Okay.
to watch
Is that
it.
the highlight?
The highlight, maybe the logo in Ikaris. One of the Eternals name is Ikaris, and he wear like apa ya, seragam?
Like a suit?
No. The logo that he had on
His uniform?
yeah, the uniform that he wear, and the logo at the left arm.
Mm-hmm.
His left arm is like logo from Kemenhub. Do you know logo from Kemenhub?
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch it now. I'm curious. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. We have people watching from Bikini Bottom. Wait, I'm just gonna write that down just because I want to remember that. Okay, does anybody want to explain to me how maybe cars work or toasters work? This is it's quite challenging, to be honest. No takers. That's cool. That's all right. Yeah, I'll have a go at trying to explain how the internet works. Maybe. I don't really know. So, from what I know, everything that is connected to the internet is connected somehow using some sort of wireless connection, which goes to a router, and everything and all the routers are connected to like processing computers that manage all the data in the world via cables, and all the internet signals are sent out in patches via different routes, so that if there's any interruptions, it can still get to you. Damn, that made no sense. I have no idea what I'm talking about. My thought about the toaster is a little bit explicit. I don't know if I don't know what that means. I'm kind of scared, to be honest. Okay, we'll skip this for now. Let's go to the next slide, please, Prompter. This is a rubber duck. Can we go to the next slide again, please? Okay, so this exercise is simple. Maybe you guys are interested in something. Maybe you have a passion. All you have to do is describe your passion to the rubber duck. That's what the exercise is. Can we go back to the rubber duck, please, Prompter? Okay, simple. If anybody wants to have a go at this, please just let me know. So, hi, rubber duck. I want you to know that I'm really passionate about exercise. I think it's a really good habit to have for people to go out and move their bodies and do a bit of exercise. I think it's really good for your mental health and your physical health. It's also a good way to reduce stress and feel happy about yourself. Just going and getting a sweat and maybe doing a bit of group exercise with your friends. I think it's probably one of the most valuable things you can have. And not to mention, it also has an amazing array of health benefits. Because, you know, if you don't exercise, then your body, that impacts your body in a negative way. And eventually, it might lead to some health complications. So that's why I think exercise is really good for you, Mr. Duck. Yeah, thank you. I hope you have a good day. Cool. Does that make sense? So all you have to do is talk to the rubber ducky about something you're passionate about. Just try to speak as fluently and let it flow. This is good for some of you who may not have anybody to speak with, and you have to speak to a rubber duck instead. Okay? You can talk to your plants. That's okay. All right. Does anybody want to have a chat with this rubber duck? Okay, cool. Can we split the prompter, please? Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So,
Do you want to talk to the rubber duck about something?
yeah. So, first of all, I
Um,
guess I have to introduce myself.
Mhm.
So, I am Dera, and now I'm trying to talk with Doc about movie. Actually, I love movie, like all movie, but especially I love like horror movie, thriller movie, like plot twist movie. I love those all movie. And is it okay if I recommend you to watch my favorite movie?
Yeah, of course.
I think have you ever watched not what's the title? Oh my god, I forgot. Forgotten.
Forgotten?
Yeah. It's
Is that the
actually
name of the movie?
yeah, it's a movie.
Okay.
It's a title movie. It's actually K movie, but the storyline, the actor, how the actor try to act, it's really, really good. And if you guys love to watch like plot twist movie, it's really good though, because it is about crime and about a thriller. Yeah, and there's action also.
Okay. It's a horror movie though.
What?
Is it a horror movie?
No, it's like a thriller.
Ah, okay. Okay.
And I guess that's all from me. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Nice. So Forgotten. If you guys are looking for a movie to watch this weekend, you have one. I'm not good with horror movies though. Mateni. Okay. Anybody else want to have a go? Okay, Sheila.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
So, wait, I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, so
Okay, don't worry. Take your time.
I'll try to say something to Doc. Hey Dab, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I just want to say that maybe you are in your 20s and you have some plenty of time to chit chat with friends, happiness with friends, but remember you should always to study, prepare for your future because you don't want to get old without having money, right? I bet you want to be rich in your future. I know that money cannot buy happiness, but everything is money. So, yeah, you should study and prepare for your future. I think that's all. Thank you, Doc.
That's pretty wise. I think you're gonna make the duck depressed if he realizes that, though.
No, I didn't mean to make the Doc depressed. So. Just
Thank
motivation.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's motivated. He looks pretty motivated.
Thank you so much. And thank you for this chance. Bye bye.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you, guys. It's always great when people talk. You know, it's nice. Yeah. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Thank you. Let's get to the next slide. Oh, yang ini udah kan. To the next one again. Okay. So the challenge for this week, you know, kan every week we have a challenge. For this week, yeah, all you have to do is pretend you're talking to the rubber duck. Try to explain something you're passionate about for 1 minute. And yeah, you might stand a chance to win official SangSang merchandise. Remember, the batas waktu is 3 days, and your submission jangan lupa dikirim lewat Google Form yang udah diberikan lewat Telegram group ya. Does that make sense? Paham challenge-nya nggak? Yeah? Nice. Yeah, so just 1 minute, you guys can do video or voice record. Okay? I think Saturday. I don't know. Okay. Do you guys have any questions? Ada pertanyaan nggak? Wes ngerti ra? Yeah. I know that the session is quick, but you know, antar lama-lama you'll get bored of my face. Antar lama-lama juga jengkel kan, like kalau kelasnya is too long, you're like, this guy is so annoying. So there's a reason for that. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Before I forget, because I'm quite forgetful, for those of you who mungkin di rumah agak bosan, we have a SangSang Fest coming up. So if you guys kangen nonton konser, you guys can do that. We have a online concert, and there's a lot of things that you'll be able to see with our online Fiesta 2021. And jangan sampai ketinggalan ya. We can watch the video for the SangSang Fest 2021.
Hai SangSang Mates, saya Rizky Febian. Kalian bisa nonton konser saya yang berjudul KT&G SangSang Online Festa 2021 tanggal 19 November 2021 pukul 19 waktu Indonesia Barat, langsung di official YouTube channel saya. Akan ada banyak keseruan yang hadir di konser ini. See you SangSang Mates.
Yeah. Yep. So if you guys want to do that, Enyas Jogja, Sleman, Kaliurang. Yeah. Do you guys have any other questions? Yes, I know Gunung Kidul. Okay. Yeah, Jakal. I'm Songo. Yeah, so the tugas is just to explain something you're passionate about for 1 minute. Iya, seolah-olah ngomong sama bebek. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you for the class. I will see you next week where we'll talk about talking about partners. Tolong jangan lupa absen di Google Form dan jangan lupa kirim challenge-nya juga ya. And yang pengen nonton lagi silahkan lewat YouTube. But the YouTube videos that I showed won't be showed in the YouTube video, if that makes sense. Thank you ya guys. Semoga kelasnya bermanfaat.